Hello, viewer, and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 33 of my RPG Maker series. Last time, I started building the first shrine for the game. Let's dive in, and I will cover what I've been working on. Okay, I'm still working on the forest. I keep making things and then changing them. Like last time I had a line of trees here and I just decided to delete it and try to make it a little more organic. I've got some grass fields. I've got flowers, some bushes. It's still a work in progress. But I'm enjoying it. I went back to stone and brick. Underground, I started building out some of the dungeon, but I'm not particularly happy with the way it is right now. Except for maybe this little river, lake, waterfall, thingamabob. So that's what I've got. I'm actually going to get rid of this because I'm not happy with that. Now, I think it's a good time while I work on this and a little bit more. I think it's a good time to cover what I expect from each of the shrines. What I want is for each shrine to have its own... I want each shrine to have its own little challenge for the players, for the characters. Like a puzzle or a challenge or something that makes each dungeon experience unique. So as the Shrine of Battle, I was thinking having it be like a gauntlet of fights. Each doorway here would have a different boss fight equivalent that the player has to beat before they can move on. Once they pass through this door, I was thinking it would seal behind them so they're locked in. Mostly because if you're gonna do a boss rush, you don't want to allow the player the ability to leave, go back, grind up money so that they can buy more healing items and trivialize every encounter. It doesn't make sense, really, if you're trying to stress the player out with, what's the word I'm thinking of? With a endurance run. That's right, an endurance run. So, I added a little event thing here. Once you pass through and engage the first boss, the switch will close the door behind you, so you have to go through the others to get to the door, to get to the orb at the end. That means the onus is on me to provide a balanced encounter for fight for each boss in here. If I make it too difficult, I'm actually going to put this one right here. If I make it too difficult, the player will never be able to beat the bosses, and they'll just give up. I mean, why would you play the game if it's impossible to beat? If I make it too easy, then there's no point in having the fights at all, because the player can just ignore the whole thing. So, yeah, it'll be a little bit of a challenge for me to provide balance, but I think I'm up to the task. I mean, I can always just play test it myself and see whether or not any of my decisions work. Yeah. I don't like how there's, well, I guess it's okay to have an empty room over here. Player comes up, walks over. There aren't going to be any other random encounters in this area, so having side branches and things like that just wastes the player's time, really. I think it's better to have just like a straight shot, or have little branches like over here where I can have maybe a treasure chest In fact, I should probably... I am going to put a treasure chest in. So let's do treasure. And let's make it red. Where are you? Way down here. Yeah, let's make it a red one. I still don't have any good weapons or armor that I have designed past this point. So, let's see. 20 was up. I'll do 22. No. Yeah. 21. Sure. And a little bit of gold, I think. Let me open that up. Change armor, add a little bit of gold. I think 50 again. I think I've covered that already, that the amount of money they're making at this point, just giving them a little something instead of a lot. The ability to buy whatever they need. They should be stressed on resources still at this point in the game. Okay, so that's that. I might have another one over here. I probably will have a second treasure chest over here somewhere, but ultimately I want... I wonder if I can draw it. Yeah, okay. Ultimately I want... Whoops. Let me just turn off the pencil. I want like a small room here with the orb and like a pedestal or something, and then the final boss of this area waiting for them. Unfortunately, that comes straight up into it. So maybe I should move this over here. I'm thinking I want 4 fights in this dungeon. One here, one at the front here, and this one here. Hell, it seems a little cramped now that I'm looking at it. It does really seem cramped. I wouldn't be opposed to 5. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it a little taller. It seems a little cramped. What about having something floating off the ground? I've wanted to do one of these for a while. I just don't know. I just don't know whether I or not want to use them. That's more like an ice thing. That's more glass. I don't know. What about this? What is this? Is this supposed to be, like, animated? What is... I don't know. I don't know how to use that. I'm gonna have to look that up, because I don't know how to use this one, and I would like to use this one. Huh. Well, I'll put it there for now, because if I find how to use it, it might be what I'm looking for. be... You know what? I'm just going to add it in right now. There will be another treasure chest right here. And we can do... We can do a steel one, I think. Because wood would just rot by the time player gets to it. Gold or items? You know what? I will take some pity on the player and assume that after 2 boss fights, they could use a little help in that department. So we'll do some healing items, I think. What do we want? Let's assume that they have to go through a couple of healing potions, right? So maybe I could give them 3 of the weakest potions. I mean, they do a third of the player's health, or they're supposed to, at any rate. So giving them the edit, giving them 3, I think. That's fine. And then maybe another item. Some water? Yeah, because that's the big thing. If they're blowing all their MP on the first 2 fights, they're gonna need help for the last 2 or 3. So I'll give them 3 of those as well. Okay. That means I need to change this. I'll do that real quick. Okay. Good. Let me save it again. All right. So with that out of the way, I need another... We'll have another fight here, and then the fight for the final boss. And then another room up here with another treasure chest, I think. So let me put... I'll get to it in a second. That. Then... What if I do, like, a couple of pillars? Like that. And then... That. And then... Maybe just one here. One here. I would like to do that back here, actually. If I could cut this off, I wouldn't mind, like, a few more pillars instead of just corridors. Let me finish this, and you'll see what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to do is, if the player walks over here, they can see the fight over here, but that means I've got to push it out this way more, which decreases how much floor space this final room has. So I think this will be fine. I also want to get a point in this dungeon where the player can see it, but have, like, just a giant hole that doesn't have anything there, really. Actually, let me put that back, because that needs to be there. I guess I could do it down here. I wanted, like, a big central hole that the cavern system is built around. Maybe next time. This room's fine. No, I could still make it work. I can still make it work, I think. I think that's okay. It's not great. It's not great. But at this point, I'm just kind of circling, erasing and retrying and erasing and retrying. And I think maybe I should just move on. I don't know what I'm going to do over here just yet. I'm still thinking about it. Let me put down... Ooh, boy. Where am I going to put this? Let me try right here and see how it looks. Oh, that's the wrong one. I meant to do that. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Sure. What am I doing over here? Do I need all this room? Should I make it flow through this part? Should I make it bigger in here? Should I make it go off screen over this way? Well, now I'm not happy with the top part here. Like this? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I just keep telling myself that, and it'll be fine. Just keep telling myself that, and it'll be fine. Let's move on to the final room before I change my mind yet again. Okay. That helps me visualize better what the heck I'm doing. Alright, what if I have a second waterfall? No, I just make the waterfall bigger. How much? That's probably too big. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably too big. I don't want to just have it go straight down, though. Alright. I'm okay with having that go around in the back, but it doesn't really serve a purpose. There's nothing back there. What if I do... That's a little better. I'm going to move this over, like, 2 spaces. I want these 3. So do I want this one here, or do that? If I do that. I get rid of both of these and try that again. That. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. What should I do first, do you think? Should I add the bosses in or add the treasure chest? Because I don't know whether or not I should add more of these metal chests with items to help the player, or equipment chests. I will put another item treasure chest just to help out the player. But we'll do some half. I think that'll be helpful. Let me edit real quick. and edit, and I'll do 3. Sure. The boss fight will be harder, so I'll do 3. Let's do another change item. At this point in the game, though, I think Mystic Water, just to control how much spell casting is going on, Mystic Water S is probably better, just for my sake. Keep the player hungry for that resource. Good. Apply. Excellent. Save. Great. Should I add another treasure chest? I think 2 pieces of gear and 6 healing items is a good idea. You know what? I will add... Let me see here. Nope. Wrong one. I will add... And I'm actually going to put it right here. A life item. Adrenaline. Well, if I add status ailments to these fights... the player... Only the priest really has status clearing abilities. So maybe giving them... No, I'll give them some recovery items. Some rezzing items. And we'll edit that to be 6 boss fights. 1, 2, 3, well, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I assume there's 1 death per fight, I'll give him 5. Sure. I'll give him 5. Edit. We'll put... I don't like the was found. I prefer you found the item. Okay. Bye. Good. All right. That's it for helping the player. Now, let us harm them. I want the big bad up here. I also want to put down, like, the orb. Where was that thing? There it is. Depending on whether or not these are floating platforms, I want that there. And where are the stairs? I think some vine-covered stairs for this place. That. Well, I think that's about all the time I have for this episode. Next time I'll work on getting the monsters, the bosses, the fights, the challenges installed and updated. Thank you everyone for joining me. Until next time, stay safe and God bless you.